morning, everyone. It's March 19th. This past week it was cold. It averaged about 45 during the day, about 30 at night. There was pretty heavy winds, some rainstorms, but not to worry because tomorrow is the first day of spring and hopefully the warmer weather start happening. Let's take a look at my plants and see how they're doing. I had a lot of new sprouts come up, but let me put my peanuts out for the blue jays. Coming over here, take a look at these daffodils right over here. They're doing pretty good. Now the ones I did over here in the line are starting to show up some. You can see right there. You can see right there. And they keep going down. Some right there. You can see that they're really starting to pop up now. Over here. Those crocus, I think they're called, are starting to pop up. They'll probably be blooming by next week. Over here, all the daffodils are starting to pop up over here. There's a daylily right there. There's tulips all down here. Let me move this out of the way. There's tulips right there. More tulips. Daffodils right back there. There's I think some tulips here too. There's a daylily right back there. There's the irises right there. You can actually see the rhizome's actually coming up with that iris. I'll have to put some soil around it, just a little bit. All the daffodils are coming up over here. The little iris back there. These are purple irises. Yeah, that's what that's starting to look like. Coming over here, you could actually see some daylilies starting to pop up there. Tulips, all right in here. There's a daylily in here. Here, that's a daylily. Got the tulips over here. Here's the columbine right here. So that looks like, and then the cardinal. Kind of start seeing those pop up there. The tulips, the irises. Here's another daylily. Daffodils there, the tulips there. I saw some starting to pop up over here on this side. Yeah, the tulips are starting to pop up there. The hyacinths are coming up pretty good on this side. I started digging out this iris right here because I'm going to try to split it this year. So I'm going to try to start digging around it, if you could see it. But yeah, the daffodils and tulips are all coming up here. The cardinal's doing pretty good right there. This is another different type of daylily. I think it's like a blueberry daylily or something like that. And there's quite a few things starting to pop up. Coming over here, you got a lot of, well, I got a lot of tulips starting to come up right here. There's a purple iris. My rose over here, I had a delivery driver for some reason decided to break off half my branches, and according to the company they said it was in his way, so he bent a few branches, but he kind of took off a whole chunk of the side of it. I don't know why. So it's kind of broken down here now, and I'm just gonna have to snip this off. So I'll do that now. I don't really want to. it's a pretty healthy branch. But yeah, my rose is probably about half its size now. But yep, that's the yellow rose. Unfortunately, I had to do that. The hyacinths are down here. They're starting to show their colors. This rose is okay. They left this one, the pink one. You can see the hyacinths down here too are starting to show their color. Moving on over to this side. I see some hyacinths popping up here. And some flowers popping up there. Yeah, let's go take a look at those backyard gardens. So coming back here to the grapes in the greenhouse, there's nothing to really show here yet, at least not for the next couple weeks. So coming back here to the garden beds, and I kind of gotten the grape out of here. I don't know if you could see it right here, but yeah, that's the Niagara grape, and I got the blueberries right there. I ended up getting an A-frame trellis for it, and I'll show you what it looks like. But once the weather starts warming up a little bit, I'm gonna build it and set it all up here so it's kind of like an A-frame, and the grapes can kind of go on it. And it's got a little netting to protect the blueberries too, so I'll set that up probably the next couple weeks. So here's a look at my seedlings. They're probably about a month old now, and the mammoth sunflowers are getting quite big. I have to prop them up a little bit, but some of them have gotten strong enough to stand on their own, like a little bit. And then I got the morning glories over here that are already reaching out and wrapping themselves onto stuff. So I have a couple of those. The pumpkins kind of starting to reach out there. I got the rose there. But yep, these seedlings are about a month old. I'm just waiting for the temperatures to warm up a little bit, and I'll bring them outside. And today's duck of the day is the spring duck. Have a good day, everybody, and thanks for watching.